Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Octopath Traveler. I'm your host, Mr. Gazillion, and in the last episode, we explored Goldshore, spoke to the NPCs, did a couple of side quests. But aside from that, yeah, we didn't really get much up to much. I had promised to start Cyrus's side quest, chapter 2, but got distracted by the town, which I thought I had already explored, but I hadn't, so now we'll start his for real. The story so far, and so Alfyn left behind his sleepy village in hopes of bringing succor to the suffering. He asked for no coin for his services to honor the man who once saved his life. With the words of his friend Zeph in his heart, he wandered from town to town until his travels brought him to Goldshore. In this idyllic town by the sea, surely there was someone in need of his aid. Nothing like a town by the sea. Even if the air's a bit briny for my liking. Go for a swim. Ha, don't mind if I do. Huh? Did you hear? Old Zeke's been stricken too. Then that's 10 in just a week.
The fever's spreading fast. Whatever are we to do?
Now that you mention it,
I hear there's a traveling apothecary in town. I'm right here. I just got here 5 minutes ago. How do you know? Word travels fast.
Aye.
They say she whipped up a tonic that cured one boy's fever overnight. What?
I see.
She? I'm not a she. Whatever. I mean, I guess I've been confused for a girl before, but whatever, doesn't matter. I've got a colleague in town. Oh, that's the other explanation, I guess. Wonder if she'd be interested in talking shop. Where is she?
Ow!
Aha! A little person in distress. I can help. It hurts.
Howdy.
Are you okay, little girl? Here, you dropped something. A seashell, is it? Thanks.
Shucks.
Looks like you scrapped up to your knee. Mind if I have a look? Ouch. I bet that's smart. What? Ouch, I bet that's smart. I don't know what smarts mean in this context. Like, I guess it hurts, but how smarts hurts? Oh, well, an expression I never heard. Whatever. I know the feeling. I'm always tripping over my own 2 feet. But every time you pick yourself back up, you'll find yourself that much tougher for it.
All right.
That'll do her. One of my best healing bombs there.
Thanks.
Thanks, stranger. I'm Ellen.
Hi.
I'm Alfyn. That almost rhymes, eh?
That's amazing.
Are you a medicine man? You might say that. Excuse me. I'm what they call an apothecary.
Wow.
I've never met one of you before. Nice to meet you, Mr. Apothecary.
Now listen here.
Alfyn will do.
Hey there.
Yeah, Alfyn, can I ask you a favor?
Oh?
Well, go for it. It's my sister, Flynn. She caught a fever and she's been in bed all week. And she's always crying, and no matter how much she sleeps, it just gets worse and worse.
Oh.
Say no more. I'll fix her up right as rain. After that, that's what I'm here for. After all, man, I can't. Why am I? I'm like blind. Oh, thank you. Our house is right there. Oink. Make for Ellen's abode. Yeah, I don't know why. Lately, I've been having a little bit of trouble reading. Hex, I keep mixing up the words. Maybe I'm too tired, or I need more coffee.
Oh, wow.
Is there any hope for her, milady? Just the fever that's going around. My remedy will have her on her feet in no time.
How are you?
And down it goes. Well, Flynn, did it help?
Yes.
Well, I feel better already.
Oh my.
Just feel her forehead. The fever's all but gone. Oh, how can we ever repay you? Ever since their father died, I've raised my 2 girls on my own. I fear I have little in the way of coin.
My sympathies.
And my sympathies. Worry not, your kind words are payment enough.
Thank you.
Truly, you're too kind, milady. Just doing my job, and with that I should be on my way. Oh, and of course, should the symptoms return, please don't hesitate to call me.
Howdy.
Here I am. Where's my patient? I heard a poor girl was suffering from a terrible fever.
Alfyn!
She's right there, Alfyn. Aha, just sit tight. I'll have you feeling better in no time. Huh, she looks fine to me.
Hey!
Ellen, what are you thinking bringing in this scruffy-looking stranger into our home? Pardon, madam, but I'm an apothecary. I only meant to...
Really?
Oh, are you now? My daughter's already been treated by a professional, so I'm afraid we won't be needing your services. Good day, sir. Oh, rude. That's rude. Tough crowd. You made it sound like I'm some kind of quacksalver.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Alfyn. I didn't know there was another apothecary in town. Don't worry about it. Your sister's feeling better, and that's what matters, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks anyway, Alfyn.
See ya.
Take care, Ellen, and try not to catch a cold. You too. I might have been the apothecary that everyone was buzzing about. The girl's forehead wasn't even warm. Whoever this rival of mine is, she sure knows her stuff. What I wouldn't give to be able to pick her brain. Where would I find her? At the pub? Nah, there's no way an apothecary would be at the pub.
Ho ho! Your skill in brewing salves is most admirable.
Well, you've got your swordplay to boast of. Me, I've got my medicine.
Just so, my friend. Neither curing nor fighting is a contest as such, but we all hope to triumph in our own field. And indeed, meeting fellows in the same trade can inspire a man, make him strive a little harder. At least so it is among men of the sword.
I guess you've had your run-ins with rivals who hated losing too.
That would be all of them. But unlike swordsmen, the world can never have too many gifted healers.
My thinking exactly. That's why I need to keep getting better so I can help as many folks as I can.
A noble ambition.
There you go. Need more people to talk to? Hey, Ellen, what's up?
I'm sorry.
Mother yelled at me like that. Yelled at you like that, Alfyn. That's really not cool of her. That's okay. I'll just take your candy. Tough nut. Oh man, 8%. I'll try and buy that later. What the heck? Let's just inquire. Why on earth? A nymphish girl who lives in Goldshore with her mother Marlene and her twin sister Flynn. She takes after her father in both appearance and demeanor, a fact she is rather proud of and strives to cheer up her mother with her sister's help. There you go. Marlene?
Hi there.
Oh, okay, that's just her. I don't know what we'll do with this egg. Nobody here. No, where's... Oh, okay, well, I know where to go. It's up here. But first, let's save, because I wouldn't want to have to restart that little cutscene. You can skip them, which is kind of neat. The door to the pub's open. How inviting. But no. We have work to do.
What's all the hubbub?
Oh, miss, how can we ever repay you?
Thanks to your tincture, my dear husband is out of bed for the first time in weeks.
My word, it worked like a miracle.
And for such a modest fee, no less. You could charge tenfold and it would still be a steal.
Oh, you are far too kind. I was only doing my job. Seeing your hale and hearty smiles is payment enough for me. After all, we apothecaries have a sworn duty to ease suffering wherever we go, do we not?
Fine words, those. You must be the apothecary everyone's been talking about.
Indeed. Judging from that satchel of yours, I trust I am speaking to a colleague?
You bet. Though I've only started my journey. I'm Alfyn.
Vanessa. Vanessa Heisel. A pleasure.
A sworn duty to ease suffering, eh? I like the sound of that. And I couldn't agree more. It's not about the coin we make. So long as I can keep myself fed, the joy of knowing I've eased someone's pain is all the payment I need.
But of course, it is for that very purpose that I seek to ever hone my skills.
Great minds think alike, eh? Hey, would it be too much for me to ask to take a look at your pharmaceutics? Well, just hearing about it, it's clear you're out of my league. The ingredients, the preparation, anything you could teach me, I'm all ears.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't share trade secrets with those in the business.
Ah, beg pardon. I understand. We do need to put food on the table after all.
That's so weird. I thought they had a duty to make everybody feel better.
No need for apologies. You're quite the diligent one, aren't you?
Oh, you bet. I'm still new to this after all. Every day I'm learning something new. At any rate, I'm glad to know this town is in good hands. See you around.
You flatter me, friend. Fare thee well.
I mean, clearly something's up. Is she responsible for the fever that's going around in town? It's like not a real fever. And her medicine's fake. Or at least it can cure her.
Alrighty, where should I head now?
It's like anyway, she can cure her own illness, but
Maybe I'll take a stroll by the beach.
the only thing that bugs me is that this chapter seems to like resonate a lot with the chapter of Tressa. You know, you find a rival, you don't super like them, they seem better at it than you are. You're just both trying to travel the world. I mean, I hope they diverge a little bit, but it seems very, very, very similar.
Oh,
You are devoted to your studies indeed, most admirable. I've got lots to learn still, is why. Even if I spend every free moment with my nose in the books, it's never enough. Not if I want to be able to treat every injury or illness I come across. With your passion, I do not doubt you will one day achieve that. More than knowledge itself, it is drive and dedication that makes someone the best they can be. You already have the most important thing you need for learning. You think so? Can't say it ever felt that way to me. Keep up the good work, and you will become the apothecary you always wanted to be. Can't help but feel like you're being overly generous there, Professor. But if you have that much faith in me, maybe I should too. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. We're gonna spy on her doing something she shouldn't be doing.
Well now.
Looky here.
Good afternoon.
Hello again, Alfyn. This is for you. Do you like it?
What's this now?
Seashell? Hey, thanks. It's a beaut. Thank you for helping me.
Well now.
I didn't do much, but payment accepted. I give the prettiest ones to Flynn. She likes them too.
You don't say.
You're really racking them in. I bet you could sell them at the market for a small fortune. I know. That's why I give most of them to Mother. Oh? She cries sometimes because we don't have any money.
I see.
You don't say. How about you, Alfyn? Do you have money? Maybe you could, you know, give some to my mom. I think you got me beat with all those shells, but I get by. Are you sure I can give you some if you need them?
Now listen here.
Money makes the world go round. This much is true. But you know what, Ellen? You, Flynn, and your mother have each other, and that's more valuable than all the money in the world. It is?
You bet.
You can bet on it. Mother says Flynn still needs to rest. But when she's feeling better, we're going to come back and collect seashells together.
Well now.
Don't you worry about that. That Vanessa knows her stuff. Flynn will be doing cartwheels in no time. I can't wait. Wow, we can actually steal from her? Oh yeah, that's true, I remember. That's nut, eh? I wonder how much that would cost if I get Vanessa in the mix. Alright, I'm actually going to check, because I don't know if that character is going to leave eventually, so... change party. Let's scrap Tressa instead of Therion. Oh, wow. I guess because they all have different banter.
Wow!
It's beautiful, that shell! Ain't it, though? Ellen's got a heart of gold. I'll say, mind if I take a closer look? Huh? This shell. You're thinking it might be something rare, valuable even? Let's see now. Why, yes, I'm sure of it. This shell... The shell? Is utterly ordinary. In terms of value, at least, but Ellen gave it to you with all the gratitude in her heart. And that means there's no treasure like it at all in the world. I see what you did there, but thank you, Tress. So don't lose it now, you hear? That's too bad, I probably missed out on some of the dialogue between characters, but now we're gonna buy a shell from poor little Ellen. So if we can buy it from her... There you go. Now she has money, and she doesn't have to worry about it. Probably shouldn't have stolen the rest of her stuff. Alright, let's change back into our regular party. Therion. I'm guessing I'm probably going to carry these characters and like through other chapters. I might grind a little bit with them, but man, I like the party chemistry that I have right now, so unless I absolutely have to, I don't think that'll happen. Okay, so up here. Where are we gonna find Vanessa? Here's the thief. Huh?
Huh?
What's this? They don't look happy. Seems to be another commotion. They sound angry. Look at those red lines. Miss Heisel, come quickly. My husband won't stop coughing.
My sympathies.
Oh dear, isn't that a shame? It seems there's a nasty malady going around. The Gabora whooping cough, it's called. It hails from a land far, far to the south. But worry not, among my wares is a tonic that will cure it overnight.
You don't
Oh,
say.
Miss Heisel, I knew we could count on you. Oh, they don't sound angry, they were just panicking.
Indeed.
My word, even the bottle is simply exquisite. And this will cure him, you say?
But of course.
It most certainly will. It's brewed from a very special type of moss, you see. One that only grows in a remote and quite treacherous location. Because of the rarity of the key reagent, I fear I must charge a substantial fee.
Money's no object to us. We'll pay anything.
Well,
Splendid. In that case, 100,000 leaves of file would suffice.
what?
Oh dear, that is substantial indeed.
Still, my dear daughter's life is at stake. I'll take it.
I have no
If
objections.
Lady Heisel made it, I'm sure it's worth every leaf. I'll take 2.
Goodness.
For me as well. I'll spare no cost for the health of my loved ones. I guess
Thank
she's
you.
pleasure doing business with you, friends.
Oh,
Milady, I fear my Flynn has come down with the cough as well.
Oh dear.
The poor girl, you have my sympathies. I fear that we do not have the coin that the gentry do, but... here, this is my entire savings. Might you pray sell me a single file? Even just a sip, anything to save my poor Flynn.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, miss, but I fear my medicine is in high demand and short supply. I simply cannot let go of it so cheaply. Please, have mercy. My poor Flynn, whatever am I to do? We'll save Flynn, don't you worry.
Dear.
I'm almost sold out. I'd better go stock up on some you-know-what.
Holy.
My poor Flynn. Oh, merciful Alfyn, pray bring the flame to light on our path. My dearest, ever since I lost you, I have scarce been able to feed and clothe our girls. They have suffered far more than their share. And yet every day they bring me seashells. They tell me to smile.
oh.
Must I look on helpless as poor Flynn wastes away? Have I failed them once and for all? Oh gods, if there's still mercy in this world, please save her. I pray with all my heart and soul.
Criminy.
Mind if I drop in for a bit?
What?
Huh? You're that. One scraggly, scruffy-looking apothecary at your service. I might not be Miss Heisel, but if you need my help, it's yours.
Let me take a look.
So how about it? The gods may be all-powerful, but a checkup never hurts. I have the black lung, Mom. This isn't good. She's coughing so hard she can barely breathe. How did a rare disease from a far-flung land come to this town anyhow? You said it was Vanessa's medicine that cured your daughter's fever, yes?
Oh, yes.
It sure did. It worked like a miracle.
I don't know.
What kind of medicine was it? What kind? There's still a few drops left.
Oh?
Let me see it. This aroma, it must have been brewed from Gabora Evergreen. That would make sense. It's a potent fever reducer after all. But I remember reading something else about it.
What's this now?
What was it? Let's see here now. Leaf. Wait, here it is. Oro evergreen, a flowering plant native to the tropical and subtropical region of the continent of Gabora, known for its antipyretic properties. Okay. It constitutes compound, has been known to cause inflammation and swelling of the throat or severe coughing. Wait a minute. Let's see. The symptoms resemble those of the whooping cough known to plague the land whence it hit. Let's see. Due to the risk of severe and adverse reaction, use of Gabora evergreen is in any dosage is strongly discouraged. What the? That Vanessa, she couldn't have.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid I can't share trade secrets with those in the business.
Son of a...
She knew exactly what she was doing. She gave the villagers that medicine for free, knowing full well that when the side effects kicked in. But worry not, among my wares, the tonic will cure it overnight. Because of the rarity of the key reagent, I fear I must charge a substantial fee.
Shucks.
And do so sometimes on purpose so she could sell her overpriced elixir. That twisted, conniving... Hold tight, Flynn. I'll have you feeling better in no time. Give me 2 gifs and I'll brew you up just the thing. Thank you.
Alfyn,
Huh?
Vanessa said something about a special moss, a moss that can cure coughing. That's it. Miss, have you ever seen a moss around here that glows blue? Moss? I've never heard of such a thing. But I don't get out of town much. You might try asking around.
Here we go.
Gotcha, I'll be back. Which is the thing I need to cure Flynn's cough for good.
you bloody better.
Alfyn, whoa.
Stop that at
Helen,
once!
where did you learn such language? You just said tight to keep Flynn company, okay? Jeez, she like swore and we just laughed it off. Alright, who would know? Inquire around town. Well, we inquired just about everybody, so obviously we're going to inquire to this guy. But first we'll... Oh.
Hello.
Hello, if you're planning a journey somewhere, might I suggest that you go by carriage? It's safer and more comfortable to boot. A coachman by trade, he puts the safety of his customers above all else and refuses to traverse dangerous regions regardless of the payment offered. Owing to his experience, he knows many a shortcut and back roads. Vanessa's destination. Nice chatting with you. We know... Okay, so we need one more person and it'll be up here. We'll find out where Vanessa is going soon enough. Now, who would know? A thief would probably know. Would be up this way. Oh, this guy, eh? Maybe that's why we couldn't inquire before, could we? A haughty yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, now we have Gossip of Glowworm Moss. Nice chatting with you.
All right.
So Vanessa set out for the Caves of Azure to the east. Got it. Now we gotta exit town and make for the Caves of Azure. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I'm pretty sure in the last episode I spoke to someone and it unlocked new weapons in the weapon shop, or new equipment or whatever. And I think that actually was one of the priests in the Alfyn Cathedral. I remember making a comment about it. So let's just check real quick to see what it is. I'm kind of curious. Hopefully it's not another... Thankfully it's not another lance, since I just wasted all the money on one of them. Sapphire Rod, no. Elemental Heavy Armor, that was probably it. Looks pretty decent. Actually, I think I would give that to Cyrus because it raises his elemental attack, and not most of the equipment I find actually lowers it. So I haven't been upgrading people as much as I should be, but it doesn't really matter considering that I've been kicking butt since I'm so over leveled. So, not a biggie. We'll save. Yep, over here. And I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll go to the Caves of Azure and find that moss, because that's clearly what we're meant to do. So as always, I'm your host, Mr. Gazillion. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Let me know what you think of Octopath Traveler, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.